What's up guys, this is Arrow7 here and I'm bringing you review of Calvino Noir game which was released on Steam today. The moody, black and white thriller is inspired by film noir based on exploratory and sneaking through dark and post-World War I Vienna during 1930s. You're taking control of 4 different characters eventually during game, where main character is supposed to be Wilt, written in dark poetic monologues filled with hate against city along with everyone else. Story is starting out of the sky with a single phone call where mystery lady is asking for a man with particular set of skills, where Wilt jumps in with his espionage and blackmail knowledge looking for money and nothing else. As in movies, an easy mission turns into conspiracy filled with twists and turns where innocent Wilt is drawn by accident. Now there is a slight disparity between 2D platformers and this kind of game settled in this ambient, so overall immersion is lost in its beginning, though dark and mystery story followed by events and reveals of new characters keeps you occupied. Through game you will discover new people and their backside stories, where further into a game you can make choices suited to those or only for your desire. Outcome will not change, but getting more info and a bit more of story behind is always interesting. Fact that your main plot character Wilt will literally disappear after a couple chapters due to slight disagreement with mystery lady Siska is making whole situation a bit more confusing, where you can clearly feel gaping hole during progress. Siska, young but determined lady to destroy corruption and underworld criminal along with Arno, old military Wilt, a life friend, even though they met in an appropriate situation, comes with unique skills which will help you to make progress and get unnoticed from guards, and usually only guards. As I mentioned, Wilt will disappear from game for a while, so knocking out enemies is not an option anymore, although eventually we get into control of Mole from that same underground criminal organization, which will be helpful since we can move through world without being noticed, with him of course, while the rest of crew need to follow on their own stealth way. Bad side comes up with frustrating feeling after dying every time, along with inconsistent AI, where sometimes you can get killed by one shot on sight, or you can simply sprint through guards despite you being noticed. Checkpoints in some bigger levels are rather few and far in between, while some of mechanics doesn't work smooth as they should, and it will depend on RNG factors will you succeed or not. Wilt and his knockdowns will need to be perfectly accurate in terms of when you sprint to get faster to guards, since getting closer even from behind doesn't make your knockdowns faster, along with the fact that characters will often get stuck on ladders or unexpected places. You can't go over feeling that simply this genre with this kind of gameplay is not made for stealth game, and yet every new chapter will deliver nothing more than already seen. Concept art on the other hand is more than amazing, always rainy and dark Vienna with many buildings and structures, including small indoor objects, deliver what they are supposed to do. Dialogues and monologues are sometimes poetic, yet still original with different accents, where you can feel how natural conversation would be, well aside from repetitive sentences when you actually try to direct them. Controls on PC are rather simple and they are making click and point genre from this title despite developer claiming that this is not that and it's recommended to be played with controller. Problem occurs with fact that you need to control 3 different characters most of the time concurrently, and that can be done only with mouse, since you have enough time to choose second one while you direct your primary character at the end of the screen. There is a lot of backtracking which makes you play same area even 3 times with really slow moving around fairly large facilities. Some of you will probably overlook those cons due to interesting and intriguing story, but only if you're prepared for what is waiting you. In my eyes, it feels like that despite amazing concept art and dark noir style, there are holes in gameplay and mechanics, including really slow controls. If you like slow-paced 2D adventures without any action whatsoever and almost repetitive levels with a bit of fresh acknowledgement after every, this might be a good game for you, but intentions, idea and execution are definitely not on the same level.